Welcome to the Honor Salute training for Midshipmen. This course will take you through the procedures of a standard tribute and outline your responsibilities as a midshipman volunteer. We will begin with a brief overview of hospice. Hospice care becomes an option when a cure is no longer possible. We provide physical, psychosocial, and spiritual support services to the person facing life-limiting conditions along with their family members. Our purpose is to relieve the patient's symptoms and pain during the final journey of their illness. Upon admission, the patient is allocated a clinical team including a doctor, nurse, aide, social worker, chaplain, and volunteer. Our goal is to keep the patient wherever they prefer to be, whether that's in their home, at our inpatient facility, at a nursing home, or at a hospital. We also provide the necessary support in educating caregivers about tending to the patient's medical needs. We believe that each patient has a right to die pain-free, the right to know their family has the necessary support, and the right to die with dignity. This is where our honor salutes come into play. This program helps to not only provide veteran patients with self-worth, but it helps them in the healing process, ensuring that their lives matter. The Honor Salute program brings together United States Naval Academy midshipmen with veterans cared for by Hospice of the Chesapeake. Our partnership is unique in that it establishes a very strong intergenerational connection and helps to bring gratification to our veteran patients during their final stages of life. Family and friends gather to celebrate what is often the final time our veteran patients are publicly thanked for their service. It is important to note that every tribute is different depending on the wishes of the patient and family. Sometimes the gathering is quite small and intimate, while other times family and friends travel from out of town to attend. In a nutshell, one of our hospice volunteers will pick you up and accompany you and one or two other midshipmen to our veteran patient's place of residence. You will receive these details from Hannah, Hospice of the Chesapeake Volunteer Coordinator, in advance. At the tribute, one of you will present the veteran with a certificate of appreciation while the other or others salute him or her. After that, one midshipman will pin the veteran and another will offer him or her a patriotic blanket handmade by a supporting sewing group. The Honor Salute program was founded in 2010 by former Director of Volunteer Services Kathy Beauregard and former midshipman Kimberly Bernardi. It started as a small group of dedicated midshipmen volunteers, but by fall of 2013, Kimberly recruited a total of 140 midshipmen to participate in the initiative. Kimberly is now a second lieutenant in the Marine Corps and has since brought the Honor Salute down to Quantico, Virginia. On behalf of Hospice of the Chesapeake, it is our priority to recognize our country's veterans and express our appreciation. In fact, it is a privilege to be welcomed into our patient space, to pay our respects and experience a part of history. 1 in 4 of our patients are veterans, and of that fraction, a significant amount of them served during World War II. Now mostly in their 90s, World War II veterans are dying quickly at about 555 a day, according to U.S. Veterans Administration figures. It is estimated that by 2036, there will be no living World War II veterans to share firsthand experiences. During your time volunteering with the Honor Salute program, you will work closely with Hospice of the Chesapeake Volunteer Coordinator Hannah Carr and Midshipman Liaison Matthew Robbins. They will assist in the coordination of each tribute. Your hospice volunteer will be your point person on the day of the Honor Salute. In preparation of each Honor Salute, Hannah will send you an email asking if you are available to attend. She will include the tribute date and time, along with the time your hospice volunteer would pick you up at the academy. If it fits with your schedule and you are able to assist with that tribute, please reply to Hannah's email and confirm your availability as soon as possible. Hannah will then send you and the other midshipman volunteer or volunteers an email with all of the details. This will include the contact information of the hospice volunteer who will accompany you to the tribute. Hannah will send the hospice volunteer your contact information as well. Unless otherwise specified, your hospice volunteer will pick you up outside of Gate 1 in the visitors' parking lot. Depending on the time of year, we ask that you be dressed in service summer whites or dress blues. If you have any questions, please contact Hannah Carr or Matthew Robbins. You are not required to contact your hospice volunteer, but you have the option to touch base with him or her before the tribute date to ask any questions you might have, including what type of car they drive, so you can keep a lookout for them when they come to pick you up. Your hospice volunteer will provide you with a confidentiality agreement form before you arrive at the tribute. It will look identical to the image on the right. Please sign the form and return it to your volunteer. Once you arrive at the patient's place of residence, please introduce yourself to the patient and family members. Remember that each tribute is different. Some patients and families choose to visit for some time before the presentation, while others prefer to do it upon arrival. We ask that you let things go as they may and adjust according to the patient's and family's preferences. Your hospice volunteer, and oftentimes the family members, will take photos. Please make sure that everyone is situated before you present the certificate and begin the presentation. Please perform the presentation in the following order. One of you will present the veteran with a personalized certificate of appreciation. This will be provided to you by your hospice volunteer upon pickup. The other midshipmen will stand beside the veteran while one of them commands to salute after their certificate is presented. Here is an example of what can be said as the certificate is being presented. On behalf of Hospice of the Chesapeake and the United States Naval Academy, it is my honor to present to you this certificate in gratitude of your service to our country. Please be sure to make it your own and come to the tribute prepared with something to say. After presenting the certificate, one midshipman will pin the veteran with the pin provided by your hospice volunteer. Here is an example of what you can say before you pin the veteran. Today we honor you for your service to our nation. We thank you for your sacrifices and dedication to the citizens of the United States of America. On behalf of Hospice of the Chesapeake and the United States Naval Academy, please accept our deepest appreciation and respect. May you wear this pin as a reminder of our gratitude for your unwavering commitment to our country. Again, please feel free to make this your own. Afterward, another midshipman will present the blanket or shawl. Please be sure to touch base with one another prior to the tribute so that all roles are decided beforehand. Oftentimes, our hospice volunteer and midshipmen will stay for some time after the presentation. This by no means is required, but many of our patients and families enjoy spending some more time with you. If the patient is able to and feeling well enough, many times they will share some of their military experiences. In the past, family members have brought out photos, awards, and other memorabilia, which makes for a very special time shared with one another. Either at the tribute or on the car ride back to the academy, please be sure to sign a release form permitting us to use the photos and/or videos taken at the honor salute. This sheet will be provided to you by your hospice volunteer. After the visit, your hospice volunteer will take you directly back to the academy at Gate 1 where they picked you up. In the unlikely event that you need to cancel, Please be sure to contact both Hannah and your hospice volunteer as soon as possible. It is very important that you are prepared and timely, as family members often travel to see their loved one receive this recognition. Hospice of the Chesapeake strives to make each honor salute as personalized and special as possible. If we know that a family member is a veteran or active military, we often surprise him or her with their own personalized certificate of appreciation. If this is the case for your assigned tribute, either Hannah or your hospice volunteer will notify you. If the honor salute is scheduled close to a special milestone, for example a birthday or wedding anniversary, we oftentimes recognize and celebrate the occasion at the tribute. This photo is of second-class bosun mate Robert Beth. Hospice of the Chesapeake was able to schedule his honor salute on his 90th birthday. Friends and family gathered together to celebrate the exciting day. It was requested by Mr. Beth's wife that hospice keep the tribute a surprise, so upon the arrival of the hospice volunteer and midshipmen, Mr. Beth was being distracted in the other room. Family, friends, and neighbors piled in his abundantly decorated living room. As he walked out into the room, he was greeted by 4 midshipmen standing in front of him at attention in line formation. The biggest surprise of all was his best man, who he served with in the military and hadn't seen in 17 years, standing in the middle of the room. The look in Mr. Beth's eyes said it all and really captured the importance of recognizing and celebrating our country's heroes. A humble man, Marine Corps veteran Sergeant James McMurtry was initially resistant to the idea of an honor salute. After discussing with his wife and hospice volunteer, Sergeant McMurtry finally accepted, and on the day of his honor salute was surrounded by loved ones. As a Vietnam veteran, like many others, he was never properly recognized after returning home from war. In fact, he said that this was the first time he was ever welcomed home. Sergeant McMurtry passed away 2 days later. Had it not been for the tribute, his family, including his 2 sons from out of town, would not have been together at his bedside when he took his final breath. It is often said that people hold on for a reason. What a privilege it was to welcome home Sergeant McMurtry. We made the news. Our Honor Salute program made it onto the front page of the Baltimore Sun. Be sure to check it out by clicking on the link. Because our hospice patients are nearing the end of their life, there is the possibility that the patient passes before the tribute date. Although this does not frequently happen, we want to make you aware. Your hospice volunteer will contact you if the patient does pass. Please be sure to check your phone and email, especially on the day of the tribute, just to make sure. If you do not hear from your hospice volunteer, know that the tribute is still on. Thank you for your support and dedication to our Honor Salute program. We are grateful to be partnering with the United States Naval Academy and working with such professional young men and women. It would not be possible without each of you.